Hello everyone. Today I wanted to talk about Cassie. A lot of hatred has been directed towards her as of late, especially with the release of Evernight, because she's now back to being the strongest in the entirety of the game. And although I can semi-understand where this is coming from, I do feel that people are directing their hatred towards the wrong characters, because at least currently Cassie is a complete bait pull, right? If anything, people who went for Cassie on the Annie kinda lost value for their pulls. And the reason I say this is because of Evernight. Similar to a Herda Anoxa situation, where a character Doom posted in beta then ends up being better than the main DPS they're supposed to support, Evernight is literally the exact same case scenario, and there isn't any difference, right? Evernight main DPS, if you don't include Cassie with Evernight, is noticeably stronger. And then if you do use Cassie with Evernight full E0S1, 8 cost team versus a 6 cost Evernight team using RMC, the Evernight team is only 10% weaker as compared to the Cassie one. So this goes to show you that Evernight is just straight up way better value of a pull than Cassie. If you don't already own Cassie, you don't need her at all to give Evernight value. Evernight not only does more damage team-wide, she also has supporting capability for Memo Sprites, which can come in handy in the future. Her E1 is even more support capability that may be able to make her age well in the future when we get more Remembrance characters. Her E2 is also way stronger than Cassie's E2, so her vertical investment surpasses Cassie's. I can go on and on, right? As you guys can tell, Evernight is really fucking busted and easily surpasses Cassie, outside of the fact, if you care about it, that Cassie has a global passive and she doesn't, right? So Evernight is way fucking stronger than Cassie, yet people don't really care to slander Evernight at all. They still direct the hatred towards Cassie. And then, in my opinion, who people should be directing basically all their hatred towards is Hyacinth. This is the character that is actually the most, greedy, right? The fat fuck greedy memes actually ended up aging really fucking well, because every single HP scaler has this woman as a best in slot, and a few characters, most notably Evernight, really like it when she has her Lycone. As for Evernight specifically, this leads to more Memoria, and that's basically all of how she gets her damage out. So in all of what I just said, Cassie is bait. She isn't better than Evernight, and Hyacinth is the actual GOAT pull currently, as every single HP scaler wants her, and going to any other option for most of the HP scalers outside of my day will feel like a very noticeable drop off. So that's it. Very quick video. I simply think the Cassie hatred these days is kind of overdone a bit. Doesn't really have much substance to it. It made a lot more sense during the anniversary. However, now Cassie is basically in a Herda Anoxa situation. She is just not worth pulling for really at all if you have the sub DPS that's supposed to support her, which is pretty funny, right? Love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Peace out.